Hey guys, it's Nihal from AI Forge, and let's get into today's video. What if the most valuable software engineer in the future writes less code than everyone else? That sounds completely wrong. For decades, software engineering was built around one thing, that is code. The more code you could write, the more valuable you become. The better programmer won, the faster programmer won, the engineer who knew the most languages won, right? Not anymore. Because something unusual is happening. For the first time in history, software is beginning to write itself. Today, AI can already generate code, fix bugs, build interface, explain systems, and create working applications from simple instructions. So here's the question. If AI can write code, what happens to software engineers? Most people jump into the same conclusion. Engineers are finished. But history tells a different story. When calculators arrived, mathematicians didn't disappear. When spreadsheets arrived, accountant didn't disappear. When the internet arrived, businesses didn't disappear. Something else happened. People gained leverage, and leverage changes everything. So maybe the real question isn't can AI write code? Maybe the real question is what happens when software becomes dramatically easier to create? Think about it. For decades, there was a huge gap between having an idea and building a product. You needed developers, teams, funding, months of work, sometimes years, because software creation was expensive, complex, and slow. But what happens when one person can build what once required an entire team? What happens when a founder can launch faster, experiment faster, learn faster, and bottleneck starts moving? And that's where things get interesting. Because when everyone can generate code, code is no longer the scarce resource. Vision became scarce, judgment became scarce, problem solving became scarce. Knowing what should be built becomes scarce because the future isn't short of software. The future may be flooded with software. The winners won't be the people who can generate the most code. The winners may be the people who understand which problems are worth solving. And that changes the role of engineer completely. The future engineer may spend less time typing and more time thinking, less time debugging and more time designing systems, less time writing instructions for computers and more time directing intelligence because software engineering was never really about code. Code was just a tool. The real job was turning ideas into reality. And now distance between the ideas and reality is shrinking faster than ever before. A teenager with an idea can build, a creator can build, a founder can build, a small team can compete with much larger organizations. Not because they suddenly became superhuman, but because they gain leverage. And every major technological revolution rewards the people who learn leverage early. That's why this movement matters, not because software engineers are disappearing, but because software engineering itself is evolving. The future engineer may not be the best coder, the future engineer may be the orchestrator of intelligence. And if that's true, we may be witnessing one of the biggest transformations in the history of software itself. Welcome to AI Forge, the intelligence layer of the AI era.